Woohoo! Wow, what a bike this is! The Rocket 2.5 Storm. Let's go. Torque. Do you need a bike like this? Of course you do. Oh, bloody hell. Well, I've never ridden a bike like this before. Honestly, it is. Take one out. It's a ridiculous bike. Brilliant. Honestly, absolutely brilliant. Good morning, Bee Madders.
Morning.
Morning. My mate Dale.
Hello.
So, it's Sunday morning. It's 1 degree. It is freezing, isn't it, mate?
It is very early, though.
My eyes are watering because it's so cold. But anyway, so the reason why we're here, we're in the woods again, aren't we? So,
And yes, we seem to have enjoyed ourselves the last time we were in the woods together, didn't we, Calvin?
I told you to keep that quiet.
The rumours have already started. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we did have a lot of fun, mate. But no, we, as you know, a lot of you know that we reviewed the Classic 650. But today we've got something a little different. The other spectrum, isn't it? It's the other side. It's something ridiculous, isn't it?
I think now who was it once said, and now for something completely different.
It is,
and it's in the vein of, was it Monty,
it is
it's a
yeah,
anyway, it's kind of almost like a Monty Python bike.
It is. It is so ridiculous. It's so pointless.
Yes,
but it's incredible at the same time.
So go on. What is the point? Or what is it? What is it, Kelvin? Tell me what it is.
What it is, the big reveal. The big reveal is...
And obviously it's come from Bridge Motorcycles.
It's a Rocket 3R Storm.
I'm very impressed if it looks too, Kelvin.
It is absolutely awesome. It really is. Riding it was a joy to ride for a bike which I think is about 317 kilograms. 2.5 metres in length.
I was going to say that is a long motorcycle.
It is, yeah. but the weight is well distributed within the frame, because obviously the engine goes long ways, that way, not across. So we haven't got anything hanging out of the sides, you know. So the bike doesn't tilt. It's so well balanced, honestly. I got on it, took it off the side stand, and it was absolutely gorgeous, you know. So it was very, very easy. Very easy to ride. Lovely bike to ride. It is a bit of a squirt and go bike, if you know what I'm saying. As in, you get straight, you know, you don't need the other 5 gears.
No, you don't.
If you're in 6, you just go for it.
They wasted their time, didn't they?
They could have saved a lot
Whoever
of
the
money.
gearbox designer was, he wasted.
Sorry, I'm coming out again.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right.
Not with the plan.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a bit sorry for the gearbox man, because you know he put that lovely gearbox, did all that designing in it, and you only need the one gear.
You only need one gear, mate, and that's definite. Only need one gear. But what we're appreciating is the bike has absolutely beautiful design features. You know, the bike is so well designed.
Yeah. I mean, all the fittings, all the nuts and bolts are just gorgeous.
It's top quality, mate, isn't it?
It's
All
lovely.
stainless steel,
Yeah.
aluminium. It is. Can you get a better made bike? I think you'd be very hard pressed to find a better made bike.
It's got to be up there, hasn't it? It really has.
Yeah. But is it a pointless bike? Well, it probably is, but
yes.
But you've got to have one. Look at it, it's gorgeous, isn't it? I've got to tell you this. I haven't told you this yet.
No, please tell me.
I'm in big trouble because I've actually.
What have you done?
I told Jane I bought one, and
you're still alive.
And she's not happy. Well, the reason why
The bruises are probably hidden, aren't they?
Well, the thing is, I haven't bought one, but she doesn't know that yet. But the issue is this, okay? I said, I bought one. She said, we can't afford it. I said, well, we can, because I've sold 2 of her bikes. and then I quickly got on the bike and left.
But having said that, what about a sidecar on it?
Sidecar for Tom.
Yes,
yeah.
Tom would.
That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Would be literally blown away.
He would be crazy. Yeah, but no, what a beautiful bike, mate. It really is. Is it a bike for cornering? Well, it corners okay, but with a 240 rear tyre. Of course, you need that tyre because you need rubber. You've got to have a big patch of rubber on the tarmac, haven't you? You know, so it's so yeah, otherwise it'll just spin up. The amount of power, the power is 225 newton meters, I think, so, and 180 brake horsepower. So, you know, you need a big fat bit of rubber on the back just to get traction.
Everything about it is big, isn't it?
Yeah, talk about that. It's got ABS, it's got traction control, and it's got a lean sensor. So, so all of that is really good, purely on the basis for your own safety, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
So, but I say, still ride the bike sensibly,
Yeah.
guys. You know, because you don't want to go out and kill yourself, do you, by trying?
No, but, definitely that's the last thing you want to do.
But no, the bike is absolutely beautiful. What? Oh, sorry, Dale. Sorry, mate. Yeah, just nearly killed Dale now. So what we have noticed, haven't we, Dale?
What do we notice?
Would you like to demonstrate
Kelvin,
this?
Kelvin, it would give me great pleasure. Look at this. Look at this.
Listen.
Oh,
That's nice.
that thump. But listen.
Oh, mate, that is engineering, isn't it?
Should we go back in?
Yeah. Oh. Can I do it?
Go on.
Mate, you see, that's what you call engineering, isn't it?
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Small minds, isn't it?
Beautiful girl you got there.
Yeah. Do you mind being on the vlog? You're right. We're doing a vlog.
A vlog.
A vlog. YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind being on it as well?
No,
you
no,
want to
no,
talk
no.
about it? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So you're taking your dog for a walk, are you?
Okay, yeah, I am. I'll just come here a minute, right?
Yeah. Comb your hair if you wouldn't mind. You're on TV now.
Yeah, we spent hours in makeup this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of this?
Beautiful. I'm a scooter man myself, but.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a large scooter.
Well, it's got 2 wheels.
Yeah. I used to have a Lambo. I had to sell it because the board had packed up. And I keep promising to
Yeah.
get another one.
Yeah. Well, you must, mate.
Yeah.
Grab life by the. If you know what I mean.
Just get me coat a minute.
All right, mate. So even the scooter boys like it.
Will they like it though? Seeing we're talking about big figures on this.
Yeah.
Will he like it as much?
Yeah.
When you tell me how much that costs?
Yeah. It's
Kelvin, hit me up.
23 grand.
To meet you.
And you, mate. Yeah. All right.
And I'll see you soon.
All right,
Cheerio.
mate. Take care. Cheers. So even the scooter boys like it.
Hang on. I'd just fallen over backwards at the price, £23,000.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm assuming I get a lifetime's warranty for that.
No.
What?
No, I need to find out. I think it's a 2-year warranty on it. But mate, what you're buying though is
You're buying a work of art, aren't you?
You're buying, but also
With a
quality.
motorcycle thrown in.
But it's just quality. It's just quality, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is absurd. You don't need a bike like that. Of course, who needs a bike that's 2.5 litre? You know, I mean, to be perfectly frank, all you need to get around on is a skateboard, isn't it? That's all you need, isn't it? Really, that's all you need. But to have this is just wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, yes. If you've got the money, I mean, who wouldn't want that sitting in the garage? And then look at things like this lovely, this lovely headstock casting here with the air intake there. Look at that size of that.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Well, it's got to be because of the weight, isn't it?
course,
The power and imagine if you wheelie the thing, when it comes down, it's got to have that strength, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? Because I'm sure, a wheelie, I tell you, it's a crazy, and that, Dale, is what it's about.
Yes,
It's ridiculously crazy.
What motorcycling is all about, really, isn't it? I mean, it's not just transport anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it's not been transport for a long time now, has it?
No,
We
it's
just
not.
go out and enjoy ourselves and...
It's cracking, isn't it? I love it. It's a cafe. No, the cafe's not open.
What it makes me think, though, is it's like this looks like a concept drawing. Somebody did the concept drawing, put it in a pile to be signed off, and somehow it got signed off. Somebody said,
Yeah.
make it.
Well, somebody said,
Which is great. And that's not a negative thing. That is not a negative thing. It is great that we have manufacturers like Tramp building bikes like this.
Well, I think Mr. Bloor, because he's the guy that owns Triumph, isn't it?
Yeah, the house.
I bet he said right to the designer, just design an outrageous bike.
Yeah.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
And guess what?
They did.
There it is.
They ticked all the boxes, didn't they?
Yeah, they have. It's superb, isn't it? But everything on it, I mean, look at this, even that is one top notch. Do you know, I've got a Harley
Yeah.
with a rack on it, and the paint's flaking off. I've had to respray it with hammerite. This is just, look at the engineering on that.
I mean, it is beautiful, but just as an aside, Calvin, are there any motorcycles you haven't had at least one or two of?
I must be honest, Dale, I have had a few bikes.
You do.
I can't help myself.
I think you've had more than me.
I don't know about that. Are we talking about how many bikes we had?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I've had a few, but I just can't help myself. That's the trouble with motorbikes, isn't it?
We always want another one.
I've got no money. It's my pension. All my bikes. If I need some money, I'm gonna have to sell my bikes. When I get older. But
Yes.
well, I am old. What am I talking about? I am older. I'm there. I keep forgetting how old I am.
You can't be of pensionable age yet, Kelvin. Surely not.
Yes, I am.
Good grief.
Yep. Look at that. Basically, it's an engine with a seat and a tank and a couple of wheels, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But very cool. The add-ons are very. I mean, look at that tank. Look at that.
Yeah,
That is huge, isn't it?
it is.
Do you know how much that holds? Or is it deceptive? It probably
I think
got.
it's 18 litres.
Is it?
Yeah, I think really what with our reviews is what we do is we talk about our impression of the bike, not about how thick the stanchions are. We're not saying about the wheel sizes.
No.
We're not.
There's other people to do that, isn't there?
Yeah, there are other vloggers to do that. It doesn't really appeal to me. This is about our impression about the bike, just talking about the bike, and how it rides in everyday life. The bike's still running in, but I mean, to be fair, you're doing crazy speeds running it in, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, but it is just it is a fabulous motorcycle. That you buy one, it'll just last you for your life, won't it?
Yeah,
I'm sure of it.
there's absolutely no question about how well that bike is put together, and of course how
Beautiful.
great it looks.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And they have got a cult following, haven't they? People are absolutely
they have.
passionate
Yeah,
about-
really
about
passionate
these.
about the Rocket
Yeah.
3 Club, isn't there?
And you can understand why.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand why.
Well, don't forget, Dale, there'll be one day when you won't be allowed to make motorcycles like this.
No.
So what you need to do, everybody, if you want a bike like this, get out and buy it now, because there will come a point where they'll be ruled out. You won't be allowed to manufacture, well, they won't be allowed to manufacture bikes like this anymore. You know, well, there'll be electric, or there'll be hybrids, or there'll be hydrogen bikes, won't they? I suppose. I don't know, but it's
It's a sobering thought, isn't it, that we're probably the last generation of proper petrol-driven motorcyclists.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm so pleased that I grew up when I did. Really, you know, the 70s or 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Look at the bikes that we've ridden and had and experienced, Dale. You know, we've been very lucky, really, mate, growing up when we did.
You know, it only seems like 5 minutes ago. I think you probably one of the first bikes I knew was CB900.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
And CB900, I thought,
it's gorgeous.
What a great looking bike. Wow, I really want, you know, that's good. And now
top speed
40 something years later, look what we've got now.
Yeah. Well, look at the performance of the the old CB900. It was an F, what was it? An FA, I think I had. And top speed was about 120.
Yeah.
You know, and the back tyre on it, I saw one the other day. The back tyre was so thin, I thought, my God, I thought it was off a push bike. You know, things have developed, haven't they, so much. They
compared with the indicators, which were huge.
Yeah, they were huge. Yeah. But somehow, it was great days, wasn't it?
But it was a great looking bike, you know, that and GS1000s, but the CB, you know, I thought, he's a lucky bugger having that.
Yeah, things have definitely moved on. So I was going to say, do you remember me saying when we talked about the torque of the bike, you know, with the power, the Newton meters, but then there's the torque, T-A-L-K, about what happens, the bike gets surrounded by people. And guess what, we got a couple of bikers here. How you doing, guys, all right?
Not bad,
Great.
not bad.
Yeah.
We're at the top of the hill, so that's good.
Oh yeah, it's all downhill from now on, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're at the top of Holden Hill near Exeter, so right at the top now. It's good. So you're going to get a coffee?
Just going to grab a coffee here, which we usually do after this horrible climb up there.
Yeah.
So all downhill from here, but a quick caffeine stop.
Well, we're talking about 2.5 litre of motorcycle, you know, 3-cylinder, 240 rear tyre. I've noticed the size of the tyre of this compared to this. Hang on, that's hard. Is it air in there or is it solid?
Yeah, it's fluid. It's tubeless. So I'm running a tubeless setup. So I've got the silicon. There's a sealant in there.
Is there?
So
it will never go down.
No inner tube. I can still get a puncture, but the idea is that if you get a puncture, the sealant goes straight to the puncture and seals it instantly.
Oh, okay. You get that for bikes as well, actually, saying that. I can't seal, weld or something. I can't remember what it's called.
But the good thing is you can run this at lower pressure. So I'm running these about 65 psi rather than he's probably got his about 100.
Well,
100 psi?
Well, today I've got it about 80 because it's slightly wintry, it's a bit wet, so a bit more grip is not a bad idea.
Well, the bike, that would be about 40.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
So the back tyre on that is not far off the width of the back tyres in my 3.5 litre BMW.
Well, as I was saying, really, you've got to have a tyre like that because you've got to have rubber on the ground. Otherwise, accelerate, it would just spin up, and go nowhere. But so, okay, I've got to ask, right, so this is 23 grand. How much are your bikes?
So a new
one,
if you went into the shop today and bought a new one of this, that would be probably about 3.5, 4 grand, I'd have thought at least.
4 grand, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a super bike.
It's
it's
hydraulic disc brakes, pretty light group set, carbon fibre frame.
Yeah. But I have noticed quite a few things. No engine. I know this is a lot more money.
Naturally aspirated.
Environmentally friendly.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Good point, actually. I've lost the argument already, haven't I? Yeah.
I think the only difference, though, is that you guys presumably would tend to have 1, maybe 2 bikes. I've got 9 bikes in the garage.
No, you're wrong. I've got 9 bikes. How many? You got 9.
I've got 9 bikes.
And Dale's got 9.
There you go. So we're as bad as each other.
We are as it doesn't matter what sort of biker you are. Very clearly, you can have this.
You always need that other one because it's always the other one that does something that none of the other ones do.
Well, this is the whole point of this bike.
Yeah.
There's no other bike, is there, except for the Rocket 3? But there's no other bike like it, is there? So if you can have a 350 Classic to. Oh yeah, right, come in. Yeah. Thank you. The baps are ready.
But it's always it's n+1. That's the ideal number of bikes that you have as a cyclist. Probably the same as motorcyclists, with n being the number of bikes you've got.
Yeah.
And you always want more.
But if you go into a push bike shop, if you see something, you start drooling and you start, oh my God, I got to have it. You can't help yourself, can you?
It's an addiction, isn't it?
It is an addiction.
It's an addiction to the machines, but also what you can do with them. It's the same as you guys, isn't it?
Well, my neighbour, she doesn't understand. She's lovely. I love her to bits. And she said, you don't need so many motorbikes, Kelvin. And I thought, but I do.
And that's the end of the discussion.
It is really. It's just it's not up for debate. I can't. We can't help it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've got my BAP.
Right.
Has the BAP arrived?
Baps here.
Brilliant, thanks, mate. Listen,
Right, well,
have a safe
nice
journey.
talking to you.
Nice.
We're going to get some coffee.
Listen,
Nice
do you
to meet
mind
you, Kelvin. Take care.
Yeah, mate. Thank you so much. And go on the Be Mad channel. It's called The Be Mad. BMAD.
We'll check it out.
Yep.
Well, you'll be on it.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
All right. Hey, safe journeys, eh?
Take care, boys.
And you boys here. Bye. Oh, the BAP's still, yeah.
The baps.
There you are. The cafe's open. The BAPs are here.
All is well with the world.
The battery's running out.
Oh,
So what a fabulous day, and you meet some amazing people, don't you? Do all bikers are the same. Don't matter if they haven't got any engines in the bike. He's got 9 push bikes. He's crazy.
I think my brother John has as well. He's got some amazing amount like that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So look, we're all
He's
crazy,
dead keen.
and thank goodness for that. We're all nuts. Brilliant. Right, let's go. This is just an absolute crazy motorcycle, but in a beautiful way. What a bike. It's insane. The power, the torque, just unbelievable. But you can ride it. You can ride it gently. Look at that, look. Absolute cracking bike. Well, it's another gorgeous day. It's the 16th of March. Just outside Exeter, top of Holden Hill. Fantastic, beautiful day out. I've got to say, it's a very easy motorcycle to ride. It's it's great. It's very sure-footed. That's what I'm saying. Very, it's a confident bike. It's bearing in mind the weight of it, it handles really well. But also don't forget, you've got 2 very big tyres as well. I mean, technically you think it wouldn't handle at all, but it does. Brilliant. Yeah, very impressed. It's a great bike. Do you need all this power? Yes, of course you do. But you don't have to use it, that's what I'm saying. It's very comfortable just poodling along. But then you want to give it some, my God, you hang on. You clench your butt cheeks and then hang on for grim death. Because it's incredibly fast. I've ridden loads of bikes. I've ridden Ducatis, Hayabusas, and I gotta honestly say, the acceleration, it's squirt and go, and hang on. It's lovely to be out. The suspension's quite firm. That's what I have noticed. It's quite an aggressive ride. The riding position is you're leaning forward. Excuse me. You're leaning forward. There's a bit of pressure on your wrists. My foot positioning is very nice. It's one of those bikes that is just absolutely crazy. I think Mr. Bloor said to the technical side or the design side, build me a ridiculously awesome motorbike, but just don't spare anything. And they've done that, haven't they? They certainly have in this bike. Absolutely mind-blowing. It doesn't matter what gear you're in. You just open the throttle and it flies. It's crazy! Just opened it up, you know. Crazy. Unbelievable. Right, that's some crazy bike, that is.
It's
unbelievable.
25